The longest night. The cold wind howled as Sarah walked home, her phone clutched tightly in her hand. She lived only a few blocks away but couldn't shake the feeling of being followed. Suddenly, a van screeched to a halt beside her. Before she could react, a hand covered her mouth, and everything went dark. When she woke, her wrists were bound, and she was in a dimly lit basement. A single flickering bulb hung overhead. She could hear muffled voices arguing upstairs, but their words were incomprehensible. Fear gripped her as she realized no one knew where she was. Sarah assessed her surroundings. The ropes weren't tied tightly, and a rusty nail protruded from the wooden beam she was leaning against. With steady breaths, she maneuvered her hands over the nail, working the ropes until they loosened. Suddenly, the door creaked open. A man stepped in, his face shadowed. "Think you're clever," he growled, noticing her progress. But Sarah had already anticipated this. She grabbed the broken beam she'd pried loose and swung it with all her strength. The man crumpled, heart pounding. Sarah bolted up the stairs. She found herself in a remote cabin surrounded by dense woods. The kidnapper's van was parked outside, keys dangling in the ignition. Without hesitation, she jumped in and sped off. As dawn broke, Sarah reached a gas station and screamed for help. The authorities arrived, capturing the kidnappers soon after. Sarah's ordeal became a tale of resilience and quick thinking, a reminder that even in the darkest moments, courage could light the way to freedom.